Hi everyone, and welcome to my channel. And today I'll be reading a multi-character listener by me. So let's get into it. Scaramouche. Scaramouche is not really one to focus on physical attributes or appearances. He's not really one to focus on any of these things before your personality. That did not make them any less amazing though. And as days went on, and as he was developing more things, more feelings, and more ways to name them, he discovered that maybe he had, and he just had no idea how to describe it. That seeing you in thy eyes had made something spark within him, and he had no idea what to do. He didn't even notice it himself until he found himself staring multiple times and having to shake himself out of it. That alone was something, and it was rather embarrassing. He did not want to be caught by you doing this, but it seems like there's no choice, and he will inevitably be caught if he stares in a non-subtle manner, and that he usually does. So, he decided to be straightforward about it. Juan, what are you wearing? What do you mean? My hoodie? No, not that. Those things. Oh, these are thigh highs. Stockings, you know. Do you like them? He asked shyly, blushing. You noticed how he was focusing on you, and it always made your heart just melt into pieces how innocent he could be, and how it took him so much time to figure things out that usually anyone would know. But you were patient. You loved him, and that's why he nods. And you gently take his hand in yours, giving it a gentle kiss. Well, if you like it so much, I'm giving you permission to do more than just look. You know, if you're that excited, you say sweetly. And honestly, he is that excited. But most importantly, he's extremely embarrassed that he was figured out so quickly. But he guesses he wants to do more than just touch, and he eventually would have to know if he was going to do that. Xiao? No, Xiao is much more shy when it came to this. And also he has no idea what to do, completely. So seeing you dressed like that is bound to make him have some thoughts that he cannot get out of his head, and that he cannot say out loud. And he has no idea just how to deal with them, or to stop them, or even to stop his excessive staring that you did notice at one point, and you had to seriously ask him if something was wrong. You were worried, and he does not blame you. He would be worried too. He knows how he's usually like, and he's usually not so absorbed with someone to this extent. But it was you, so everything was out of the window when it came to usual. But what could he really do when you were wearing this, and you had no other choice but to be able to look at you and want to do more than just look? You sat beside him at one point. He didn't know if you were teasing him, but he took his hand, placed it on your thigh, and he definitely knew that you were teasing. Ryan, It's fine, Xiao. You can do this. I don't mind. You tell him. And although he seems to blush, he keeps his hand there. He likes the touch, likes the feel of your skin under his fingers. And that's why he gives it a little bit of a squeeze as some couple moments pass, and you find yourself scooting closer. And Xiao, he's very slow about this, but he slowly gets handsy. And that's purposely what you had done this for. You want to give him an opportunity, and you know very well the Xiao will take it. He just needs a little push. But after that, he's more than alright with you. Lenny? Lenny had no idea what to do once he saw you in those starry eyes. They were very beautiful, and they made you look absolutely delicious. You were not supposed to be tasty, but that's the only way I could describe it. You had that urge to bite you, and you had no idea what to do about it. He's never acted this way in front of anyone, or about anyone, and he has no idea how to process it, or just how to go forward. But he knew that he had to go forward somehow, because there is no way he's living with that insanity in his head. He was blushing when he saw you, and he kept staring and staring until you turned towards him, shaking your head. You know, Lenny, if you wanted to stare so much, at least try and make it less obvious that you're staring, so that it won't be so embarrassing for you. You say teasingly, and he blushes brighter, but he just shakes his head. I don't mean to hide it. Now, would you come and sit on my lap? Lenny said, and he paused for a moment. You didn't think that he would actually push this, but you don't mind that he did. In fact, you love it. And you find yourself doing as he asked of you, moving forward, sitting down on his lap and wrapping your arms around his neck. And that's when Lenny leans down, patting your thigh and making you blush brightly, stippling a little whimper behind your hand. You did not expect him to go that far, but you were more than happy that he did, because once he pulled away, you looked down to see the mark that he left behind. He was rather proud about it, smiling as he pulled you even closer, now kissing you on the lips. And you wanted nothing more than to be able to enjoy your time with him like this. Lenny has been getting bolder and bolder, and whenever his feelings intensified, so did the intimacy and tension between you. And this certainly was not something that you were expecting, but something that you would always delight in.